I want to thank you. I want to thank all the loyal, dick-sucking, corporate, cum-guzzling bitches like Dr. Trey 81, Super Brothers, Furious Fanboy, Twilight Bites, Shadow Fox Infinite, Tony Rende, Terminator Juice, KFD 3D. I want to thank you for being the fucking idiots that you truly are, for being the dumb, damage-controlling morons that continue to entertain me to prove and show me that I'm right while you dumbass morons are wrong. Look, I've been telling you since day one. I told you the E3 before the Wii U even launched that this system was in trouble, that there were fundamental flaws with Nintendo and their approach with the Wii U. But what did you morons do? What did you jackasses say? You're a hater, you're a fanboy, you don't know what you're talking about. And guess what? Guess what? Guess who is right in the end? And guess who is wrong? I am right. You are wrong. You all are my bitch. And I am your master. Bow the fuck down and kiss the ground I walk on. Because had you listened to me, had you taken what I said seriously, had you risen up, had you criticized and spoke out against the company that bends your asses over and puts it in you from behind, this console would not be in the situation it is today. Because I'm happy that this conference came out, and I'm happy that Nintendo essentially confirmed that the Wii U is dead. And to make it even more pathetic, the bulk of you morons are grown-ass men, some even in your 30s, some even with kids, some even with families and wives, and you act this dumb and stupid over video games on the internet. Google is your friend. YouTube is owned by Google, so saying any kind of stupid shit over the internet is purely unacceptable. It's like failing an open book test, a test that you morons have been failing for the past 2 years. I've heard dumb shit from the Wii U is almost as powerful as the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, from the definitive version of all your favorite games, to we don't need voice chat, to our games don't need online. Hell, I even heard some moron a couple days ago in a debate with Shokyo say that online and HD graphics aren't a standard in gaming today. All of these consoles are online enabled out of the box. And all of these consoles come with HDMI ports in the back of them. But I digress. HD is not a standard. We're not plugging in RF outs. We're not using red, yellow, and white wires to plug into the back of our TVs anymore, morons. You fucking idiots. This is 2015. You are living in 1990. Wake up and move on. Now, as far as this awful, pathetic, pitiful, embarrassing, atrocious, deplorable E3 conference by Nintendo goes, anybody who is a Nintendo fanboy after this video, after watching that conference, is not a gamer. You are not a gamer. I didn't even watch any of these conferences. I just go down the rundown. I read what's going on, and I go down the cliff notes. I don't have time to sit down for an hour and a half and digest all of these conferences, because like I've said every year, none of them are really that good. But I had to watch the Nintendo one. I had to watch to see exactly how bad and pathetic it really was. And within minutes of watching it, I'm confused. I feel like I'm in an episode of Sesame Street or the Muppet Babies. Why are there Muppets on stage? And you morons want to talk and act like Nintendo isn't for children. Nintendo's not for children, yet they have their E3 conference with Muppet Babies and Sesame Street characters. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this up. I mean, I swear to God, it's like somebody is sabotaging Nintendo from the inside. The decisions they make could not have been made in good faith for the company to succeed. It is like somebody is intentionally trying to cripple and destroy the company from the inside. And yet you morons, you keep eating it up. So, first game, Star Fox Zero. Yay, congratulations. We're finally getting a Star Fox. With what? 4 enemies on screen at a time. That doesn't exactly look amazing. I mean, it's Star Fox, I guess. I'm looking forward to it, but it's not really impressing. It's not really groundbreaking. It doesn't look anything spectacular. Yes, we get to shoot by rotating and maneuvering a controller. So now I gotta look at a TV, and I gotta look at a controller. Yeah, so exciting. But one thing I did like about Star Fox is Star Fox 64, between you running on foot, being in the R-Wing, and being in the Landmaster, 4-player split screen was fun. The dogfighting, the multiplayer, the somersaults, the U-turns, the deflecting of bombs, the multiplayer was fun. So at the very least, I'm expecting, a little online mode, maybe 8-player dogfights, 4 on... Oh wait, this is Nintendo. There's no online for Star Fox. There's no online. They came out and they said it. I can't believe it. I really can't. But a game like Star Fox that's already have had multiplayer in the past, multiple generations ago, will not be getting multiplayer in 2015. Is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised? I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm not surprised. And then we get to go into Amiibo, Skylander, Highlander, whatever crapper, Happy Meal toys. Yes! Just what I wanted. More Amiibos, more Skylanders, and guess what? Amiibo Skylander hybrids. So this is like Super Saiyan Happy Meal toys right here, people. I mean... who is running this company? But at the same time, they're making more money selling Happy Meal toys than they are actual games, so... at this point, like I said, Nintendo fanboys aren't gamers, and the company's making more money off of Happy Meal toys, so more power to them. Zelda Triforce Heroes, I have zero interest in. Unless it's a standard adventure, a mainline Zelda series, I have no interest in. I had never wanted to play Four Swords or any of that crap like that. But the ironic thing about this game is, a DS game supports online, but the Wii U game in Star Fox will not. Yeah, exactly. Next up, Super Mario Maker. This is the highlight of Nintendo's show, because I said when Little Big Planet came out that this is a game that should come out and needs to be made. A Mario game where you can make your own levels, do your own levels, upload them, share them, do whatever you want. And the classic themes, the Super Nintendo themes, the new Super Mario Bros. Themes, this game looks good. And I'm not afraid to admit that, because I've played many hacked ROMs and many ROM hacks on the Super Nintendo and the regular Nintendo where people mod and make their own things. Let's be serious, that's where Nintendo got this idea from. That and Little Big Planet and other games on the PC and moddings and things like that. But this game looks good. And if I had a Wii U, I would buy it day one. And a lot of people were frustrated and complaining that people would upload impossible levels and people wouldn't be able to beat them. But one feature it does have that's very good. You cannot upload a level unless you can beat that level. And that's a good feature. Persona X Fire Emblem. No interest. And I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem, but this game just looks too weird and too weird. Yeah, that's the word I'm gonna use. This game just looks... no. Can't deal with it. Can't deal with the art style. Can't deal with teenage schoolgirls in their underpants. Can't deal with cross-dressing. You may like it. That's not my thing. Moving on. Fire Emblem Fates. I mean, it's going to be a good game, but whether they determine that they want to cease these bullshit-ass DLC practices and these concepts of you have to buy 2 versions of the game like it's Pokemon or Mega Man Battle Network has yet to be seen. Outside of that, it's a Fire Emblem game. It's being noobed down with the removal of a weapon triangle and the removal of weapon usages, but it's Fire Emblem. Is it good? It should be. Does it have a chance for failure? With the way Nintendo's handling it, yes it does. I am very worried about this game. It seems like Nintendo just wants to fuck everything up, and everything they have good, they want to fuck it up and make it bad. Hyrule Warriors 3DS, I have no care in the world for this game. If I wanted to play Dynasty Warriors, I would have been buying Dynasty Warriors through and through on the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, whatever. I don't like them, I don't play them. And then we have Metroid Prime Federation Force. Oh, my freaking God. I want to know who presented the idea to this game at a Nintendo meeting. Whose dumb ass had the balls to walk into a meeting and present the idea to this game coming up on what I believe is Metroid's 25th or 30th anniversary, whatever. Who had the cojones to walk up and say, we're going to make a Metroid game, but not starring Samus, but 4 Federation troopers, and make it cute and chibi, and make it online and have like soccer, and not have Samus, and not give us a 2D side-scrolling game that we wanted forever, or not give us a sequel to Metroid Fusion, which came out on the Game Boy Advance. So that means that we've skipped the DS, and now we're going to be skipping the 3DS with a sequel to the actual damn series. I like Metroid Prime, but these are prequels and interquels. When are we going to move on with the story? When are we going to move on past Fusion? Samus is pretty much half Metroid, half Chozo, quarter human, whatever. She's got pieces of all 3 now. I'd like to see maybe a Metroid Genesis, maybe where Samus has suit abilities and Metroid abilities. Maybe can command and control Metroids. Something new, something different, please. But all I'm hearing is now that the only Metroid they're going to make, if at all, will come on the NX. And I'm just like, God freaking damn it. This is exactly why I was so opposed against can't even speak. This is exactly why I was so opposed against Donkey Kong Tropical Damage Control. Because them putting effort towards that means less effort towards a Metroid game or any other game. We're like, oh no, don't worry, they'll be able to make a Metroid. Shut up. Shut up. If I could reach my hand through my monitor and smack the shit out of all you Nintendo fans. Moving on. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival board game that you have to buy Happy Meal toys to freaking play. You gotta be kidding me. Like, again, who has the balls to walk into the board meeting and say, we're gonna make an Animal Crossing game, it's gonna feature amiibos, and we're gonna call it an Amiibo Festival board game? How the freaking mighty have fallen. I remember the days where I didn't even call it video games, I just called it Nintendo, and now Nintendo is completely irrelevant in the space of video games. Xenoblade Chronicles X, coming out December 5th. I will buy the game day 1, and I will go to my friend's house and I will say, hey, you see that dusty white piece of shit you have under your TV that hasn't been played in 6 months? Let me hold that for a couple months so I can play this game. And I'm pretty sure my friend will gladly let me borrow it because all it does is collect dust under his TV. Reggie also went on to claim that before the E3 conferences were happening that Nintendo was making third-party relationships. And like we all didn't know that this was a lie, like this was bullshit. Just like when this clown said that, oh, we've got Call of Duty, we're going to get Battlefield, and we're with EA, and we're going to have all these unprecedented relations, and I just want to reach my hands through my monitor and smack the shit out of you, Reggie, because we know you're lying, and we know you're bullshitting, and we know the NX is coming out sooner as opposed to later. But I guess, Platinum Games working on Star Fox and partnering with Activision on Amiibo Skyland Hyperactive Hybrid Happy Meal toys is third-party support. Because we all know that console, the Wii U, that console, like that man in Guilty Gear, is too weak for games like Mankind Divided, Fallout 4, Doom 4. The Wii U's fucking dead, people. It's fucking dead. Nintendo fans need to crawl into a fucking hole and not ever come out, make videos, comment, or show their faces until the NX comes out. And I'm not even sure the NX will be good. Because as long as management, this current management they have right now, stays in charge, Nintendo's not going anywhere. Their career's on a treadmill, running, but they ain't going nowhere.